Welcome back to Being Summers. Today I'm back with another video, and today we have a story time. Okay, and today's story time is about the time that I was bullied in high school, and the teacher was on the bully side. To me, well, he was. To me, yeah. But let's get to the story. So I think this was like my sophomore year, my 10th grade year. I was on my way to my Algebra 1 class. And I'm not going to say these people's name in the video. I'm just going to give them name. So I go to my Algebra 1 class. I go to Mr. Paul class. And that day he decided to do group work. So I choose my group. I start getting my material out. And I see that my pencil needed sharpened. So I get up to go sharpen my pencil, and while I was sharpening my pencil, this student, we're going to give this student named John Doe. So John Doe decides to get up and put me in a major chokehold. And at that point, I'm like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing to you. All I did was got up and sharpen my pencil. And he got up and put me in a major chokehold, and I'm just, trying to, gasping for air. And not too long ago, the doctor just diagnosed me with asthma. So on top of this, and so the teacher is in the doorway while this is going on, and he looks over and begins to laugh, and it's like, Ben, get out the chokehold. You can do it, Ben. You can do it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you should be over here being the teacher trying to get him off me. And so finally the student decides to let me go. So I'm just, shocked for words. I just go sit down at my desk. And then out of nowhere, 5 minutes later, 2 different students decide to do the same thing that he did. And the teacher does the same thing. He laughs and say, Ben, you can do it. You can do it. And I was like, and at that point, I just, put my head down on the desk. Because at that point, I was just weak as fuck. But you know what? Try that shit now. Okay. But at that point, I was just weak. I was just, couldn't defend myself. I was being bullied in high school. And then so that day, I went home and I told my mom what happened. I was just crying. Tears was just rolling. I couldn't stop. So my mom, she took me to the emergency room. And they said that my neck, it was like my neck was very sore. But thankfully, I didn't have any fractures or anything. My neck was red, a little bit, but other than that, it wasn't nothing major. So I told the doctors what happened. So the doctors were like, well, we would have to get the law enforcement involved. So I said, okay. So I told the police what happened. And the next morning, my mom, she took me to the school. She took me to school that morning, and she told the principal what happened, and the principal was just shocked for words. And so she called the teacher in immediately. She had someone to take his place, and he comes to the office. And so the principal, she tell him, give him a rerun while we're here in the office, and he just lies. And he was like, no, that did not happen. When I saw him in a chokehold, I told him to stop with all that playing, and then the principal stopped him right there. And she was like, if you seen him in the chokehold, you saw that he was serious and gasping for air, why didn't you just write the student up and send him to the office then? She caught him in his lie. And not only that, mind you now, what I just said, Mr. Paul was in the doorway laughing and saying that, Ben, you can get out the chokehold. You can do it. You can do it. And the teacher, the principal, she rolls back the camera and she sees him doing exactly what I said. So, yeah, that's what happened to him. And so, as far as court papers and stuff like that, me and my mom, we kind of didn't want to do that because I didn't have any serious injuries or nothing like that. But with my mentality now and my attitude and what I, stand for, if I known what I know now, oh yeah, they would have went to court either way. They would have cut me a check. But as far as back then, I didn't want to do that. You know, I was okay. And then, mind you now, like a week or two later, the first guy that put me in a chokehold, he was expelled from school from bringing a gun. So, you know, that solved one problem. And the other two, they all three of them were suspended. And the teacher, I don't know what they did with him. He missed a couple days. I guess they just suspended him too, but I really don't care. But so yeah. So that's the end of the story. So if you like story times from me, please comment below and I will come, because I have a lot of more stories that I can tell. So I will be coming back with vlogs, challenges, and pranks, and all that good stuff. Probably in the next week or two. No, probably next week. Because I'm going to try to drop at least 2 to 3 videos every week. So that's all for that video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to share this video.
You ain't gotta deal with none of these niggas no more. If we hop in the Benz, is that okay?